And just start this up. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Daniel Gonzalez, and this is Give It a Shot Gaming, and I am currently playing Final Fantasy VI right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm here with my brother Oscar,
Hi.
my younger brother Jack,
Hi,
and my other brother Mark. And what's happening is that we right now at Give It a Shot Gaming are changing up our entire perspective on how to do the videos that we do. We've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun making these videos. But we're just discussing and figuring out how we're going to be making videos in the future and how we want to do it. So we might continue the series that we're doing right now. We might not. But we're constantly going to be putting out videos of gameplay, which is why we're doing this right now. I wanted to put something out tomorrow. I didn't want to post up some videos that we had just gotten. I didn't enjoy the footage. I didn't enjoy the audio quality. And we do have a standard here at Give It a Shot Gaming for the stuff that we put out. So I wasn't going to put it out. But I still wanted to give you guys something. So this game that I'm playing right now is called Final Fantasy VI. And it's a very important game because this is heralded as one of the greatest Final Fantasies ever. This came right before Final Fantasy VII, and the thing with this game is that it has a huge cast of characters, just a humongous cast of characters, and it's my favorite out of all the Final Fantasies. Well, actually, I don't know. It's kind of tough. I love Final Fantasy. I love Final Fantasy X, but it means a lot to me. But I'm gonna be making my way through this game for just a short moment. But Oscar, earlier we had a podcast where I had challenged you to play this game, and I ended up buying it for you, and you got to play a little bit of it, and we were talking about the idea of a turn-based game, and does it still have a place in this world, and what did you think when you gave Final Fantasy VI a shot?
Firstly, I'd say that just the whole turn base. I mean, I think the question we posed when we were still in a podcast form was, can someone just primarily raised to play first person shooters survive in an RPG turn based world? And I can tell you that from my perspective, he can, but he might not, necessarily enjoy it. So
what does that mean?
I enjoy the story. I enjoy what it had to say, and I enjoyed all the more the dynamic between the characters, Edgar, Locke, Terra, when they're first writing out together. They're dynamic. It's humorous. It's cool, but it just feels like it's all spread so far in between, and it was just hard. It was hard to. It sounds, I don't like saying it, but it's really impatient of me because I'm not willing to look around without some kind of idea as to where, and to find save points far and few between. But for what this game presented, I thoroughly enjoyed. Oh, not thoroughly, but I really did enjoy. So I'd say from my perspective, Daniel, I would play more of it if I wasn't so scared of just mindlessly going places without any progress.
So then, in a nutshell, what did you think about giving Final Fantasy VI a shot? In a nutshell, then, to summarize everything that you were talking about right now. What's a nutshell of this game for you?
All right. I'd say for anyone interested in RPGs that any Final Fantasy, or at least one of the quote good ones unquote, considering Final Fantasy VI, I'd say it's definitely worth a shot. If there was a way I could just unravel the story with less, I guess, travel, which I understand is a difficulty as a part of the game. It's a part of the dynamic that they created the game. I'd definitely say to give it a shot. and I could answer more of that with specifics, but I definitely say to give it a shot, Daniel.
I'm glad, man. All right.
Yeah.
So this is primarily what this game is about.
I'm sorry. I just have to see this. I see 4 people fighting on a raft in the middle of the sea, fighting Ammonite and what seemed to be Krabby. You just killed Krabby and our Lord
Cthulhu.
Omnistar.
Cthulhu. So, Jack, continuing on here, guys, and this is going to be only a 1 episode. It's a 1 shot here. I was talking to you. You've never played a Final Fantasy game, really?
Not really. I had like an RPG game on my iPod, but it wasn't like
It was probably a ripoff of a ripoff of a parody.
Okay,
of
what do you
Final
guys
Fantasy.
say here?
Right.
I'll let you 3 pick, straight, left, or right.
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 yeah, I wouldn't say right.
There we go.
Okay, and you were saying?
And then left anyway.
Wow. Anyway.
Wow, that was.
Beautiful gaming design of the 90s. Oh, you want to go right? No.
You still
left.
did it left.
You're still going left.
So back to my review. This is obviously Pokemon. This is an obvious rip of Pokemon. If you see Sabin on the right side, looks like Guile.
What?
Did you that's not even Pokemon. That's Street Fighter.
No, but I'm telling you, he looks like Guile. It's just a rip-off of Street Fighter and Pokemon.
Dang, I don't remember the Blitz. Is it?
Blitz is up, up, down, down.
Oh, nice.
It's incorrect, Mark. And my guy's so cool. He's wearing shades.
I told you, deal with it.
Okay, she's got magic. It's been a while since I played this. But Jack, have you ever really played turn-based games though?
Even the RPG, no, the RPG one was like a melee one. It was even.
Why are you in this episode?
This is you and Mark's idea.
That's
Turn-based.
fine.
I'm thinking turn-based. I feel like I have played turn-based.
You know, Jack is a huge fan of RPGs, and Jack's a huge fan of watching videos where people play games.
Mm-hmm.
And
but I never played a game.
so, Jack, watching this game being played, how do you think it compares to new games? See, obviously, this is a rip from Skyrim because there's dragons. And
Don't you ever? Oh my god!
Oh my god, you showed so much in the comments right now.
Yeah, the 3 people who are down there.
Okay, those 3 people.
Get
One
the
of them's
dragon.
Little Mark.
You matter to us.
One of them's Little Mark. Little Mark, shout out to you.
Shut up.
Shout out to Mark.
Hey, mom.
But yeah, I mean, Jack, does this look like something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, like I mean, if I had this, honestly, if I had this on like my phone or iPod, I would play it whenever, like, cause I'm that kind of person where it's just like if I'm stuck somewhere and I have to wait for something and I don't I want to use that time for something, I'll play this game. But to be honest, I wouldn't like. I'm not really much of a gamer, more casual. But I think I'll give this game a shot too.
This coming from the guy who played League of Legends religiously. Just said he's not that much of a gamer. He's just, casual. Okay, Jack, you keep telling yourself that.
There's something up with League of Legends. It's just addictive. Like, I've never been so much addicted to a game.
It started.
Yeah, let's get step away from League of Legends. But yeah,
Stay away from League of Legends.
But I think there's a lot of hipsters in this world now that kind of like are going to these games more than ever.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think there's a lot of people that are.
Well, this is a very different game in general. I mean, Snap. This is, completely different than what kids play nowadays. It's so slow. I mean, think about it. Like, we've been playing this game for 9 minutes right now. I've been in 3 fights. Like, this is a slow game.
Definitely.
It's definitely a different pace. And saying, like, does a game like this still have a place in this world?
Relevancy?
Is it still relevant to gamers nowadays? Or is it just something that, like, it's, like, memorable? Like, just because I played this when I was a kid, that's the only reason I played it. That's it. Just because I have memories of it. Does it still hold up today? And so, that's a good point. Like, Mark, it's been a while since you've seen this game. Does this look like something that you would want to play still?
It seems. Now, here's the thing. I've gotten into a different level of gaming where I need something that's more.
What do you guys want?
Left.
Okay, they both said left.
Left's gonna.
No, I was gonna
anyway.
say go up to see if the up will turn like left.
Went up anyway.
But continue.
It's just that this game was made at a time where not much more could be done. Look at the characters. Look at those monsters. They don't even have animations behind them. Now that was it was made during the time where that's the best the technology could do on cartridges. Nowadays we're doing the best. We're making games to the best of our ability, to the best the technology will allow us. That's the biggest difference. The essence of the game is still there. You're fighting enemies.
I think the biggest thing to say is this game still fun? Is it fun to play?
That's the thing. Yeah, that's a great question. Is it still fun? Yes and no. Yes, because it gives you a sense of, if you've played it before, nostalgia. No. It'll give you a sense of, Jack just fell again. No. Yes, if you've never played the game, it'll give you a sense for history. It'll give you a sense of how a lot of games came to be, and I mean the essence of a lot of games. I mean, this is in its barest form, this is the essence of an RPG.
That's a good point. This is the bare bones RPG.
Yeah, this is how, I mean, a lot of Skyrim was based after games like this. You know, Skyrim was based after caves, the caves that we're traversing right now. Skyrim was based after, well, I'm not sure if I want to go left or right. I mean, even going to the more basics bones of that is...
Dude, that's scary. You're looking at this right here, and we're saying this is Skyrim before it was Skyrim. Like, you're looking at this.
I mean, this was the best they can come up with, which is Skyrim now.
That's crazy. Like, for kids nowadays, like, you're talking about, like, the middle schoolers that we deal with and stuff, and them saying, oh, Skyrim's awesome, and say, well, this is how it started.
Yeah. I mean, and going even behind that, it goes back to, what is the word? It goes back to Dungeons and Dragons, when we didn't have graphical interfaces, and we didn't have computers to make graphics with. So what do? We did everything on pen and paper. To going back to that.
Yep.
So it's just, we've been using our imagination and trying to figure out a way to make a game and to be able to play these games that just take us to another place. So this, in essence, is Skyrim 1990s. 1980s. So it's just realizing that. Is it still fun? Yes and no. Yes, it'll be fun to people who want to seek that kind of old school feel.
Nostalgia.
No, if you've become accustomed to the now, like the goodness of the graphics nowadays. If you love, it's like saying, well, hey, why not play this over Dark Souls? Well, Dark Souls provides a difficulty and a type of gaming experience that you just can't find on this. It provides different dimensions that you can't find on this.
It also depends on the person, because there's cases. I have a 14-year-old friend that plays Earthbound. Now
that's true. When I was a young guy, when I first started playing games, I started with this.
Here.
We already had the Nintendo 64. The Xbox came soon after, but this was still something that I could play on the computer. I can download this as a ROM and play it, and I liked it because it was a system that wasn't tapped into a lot. There wasn't RPGs, like Morrowind had just come out.
Yeah.
And that was just like, RPGs were barely being known. And that was what was cool about this. It was this RPG and the story that was just so different. And me and my friends would talk about it, and we'd walk around and, oh yeah, I just got this part. Yeah, I've played it. And it was awesome. It's like Legend of Zelda. Like,
oh no. Okay, do me a favor. Somebody get their phone. I need to know the blitz inputs. This is the only way I'm going to be. This is a boss fight, that's why.
Okay.
And so...
I got it.
Yeah, just a quick thing is that it was a really cool mechanic in this game. It's called blitzing. And so in essence, it was inputting a code for a character to do a lot of damage. And so this is a boss fight, and this guy is actually really well known. Ironically, I don't remember his name. But you can fight him in Final Fantasy 13 in the arena, and he's just this old boss from Final Fantasy 6 that is just... He's just well known because of Final Fantasy 6. He's just this cool little boss. He's this octopus that's a jerk.
Let's see.
And I just need to figure out the blitz command. Oscar, hurry!
Back at their age, like this age, when this game came out, like how would you know the blitz combination? Did it come in like
when you would get a new blitz command, it would show it on screen, and that was the last time. What's the first blitz
Pommel,
command?
left, right, left.
Left, right, left. Okay.
Now you gotta remember, Jack, back then, games were a lot different. You found out a lot of things you knew about games through magazines that you'd see at the supermarket.
Oh man, I remember those.
I mean, I can imagine if I bought this game,
left, right, left.
The next week, I would go to the local, grocery store. I'd look in their Game Informer or their Nintendo magazine, and I'd look for the cheat codes in the back. I'd look for tips because that was a big thing back then. You didn't have online sites to look for stuff. So that was really a different age of gaming, because whatever you like. Okay, the famous Mario code, the Mario cheat where you would sit down in that one block and sit down and you'd phase behind the background.
Yeah.
That you had to find out sometimes by your friends, and this one kid would tell you, and then it was like no one believed him. You know, like it was a different time where games were more mythical, more
experimental.
Not everyone played them.
Jeez, I don't even have. Oh man,
it's kind of.
Do you want another one?
The best thing I can
I don't
explain
think
it
he
as
has another one right
is
now.
like when like say you found this new game on your iOS, and there's only like 10 people in your school who have it, and you're like, dude, I just found this out. No way. And it's just no one knew about this stuff. It wasn't very popular, not as popular as it is now.
Oh sweet. Oh man. Oh, does everyone stay alive, please?
But like that added to
Pick her
the
up.
to the more
I
like.
can't. I don't have any Phoenix
More-
Downs.
That added to the
Didn't you pick
awesomeness
up like
of the game.
Yeah,
7?
that added more to like the.
Did I?
Yeah,
The
you picked up
mythical
like 3 or 2.
Exactly.
Are you-
like, oh my gosh, what
are
just
you
happened in the
100%
game
sure?
type of
100%
situation.
I gotta hurry. Dude.
You should have him
Oh,
heal
you have
though.
Phoenix down?
Oh, sweet, Oscar. Thank you.
Of course.
Wait,
Sorry.
I heard that phrase before. Phoenix down.
Phoenix down is the revive.
That's like. That is the item for reviving in this game and the Final Fantasy series in general, and in
Phoenix
RPGs, really.
It's the whole essence of a phoenix.
Wow, he can jump.
Yeah.
Like bottled into the essence of into like a potion form, and you give it to your fallen allies, and it brings them back
Come
up.
on, no, don't kill her.
Nope.
Oh no!
Oh, you dropped Bannon.
Oh man!
Wait, so if one person dies, like you.
So now this is another part of the game. It's really difficult because you had save points. You did not save anywhere you wanted. You had to save at certain points, like bonfires.
Oh
But difficult,
my
like in
gosh.
Dark Souls, but more difficult because all the progress between those 2 points was gone.
Jeez, dang it!
Really?
And so now, typically, what Danny would do now back then is he would now grind. He'd go and just fight more enemies. So the next time he goes to fight that boss, he's stronger. A lot more two-dimensional gameplay, actually.
We're gonna.
Compared to, say, a more difficult game now, Dark Souls, he just played with a different strategy.
Yeah.
But now, say in these games, some of the only recourse you have, not the only situation you have, is to fight more monsters before you get there.
Yeah, definitely. Grinding was something that was so important to the games back
it was
then.
extremely common.
And it was very common. It was where you would fight enemies in the same area over and over and over again to become extremely powerful. And then you would fight a boss with this amazing power that you had because you were over leveled, and fighting bosses was just so much easier. And so it definitely changed up RPGs, and it was very interesting to say the least, grinding and how important it was to gaming back then. But so Mark, would you say this is a game that deserves a shot? Would you say, Final Fantasy VI, you have a PS3, a PS4, download it. Would you say it's something worth money?
I'd say, depending on who you are, if you're a huge gamer and you want to find an experience that you don't find anymore, try it out.
Let's talking to the Skyrim fan.
Let's talk to the typical Skyrim fan. I'd say if you can find it on your iOS, download it. If not, then
I think
you know
they do.
what?
They do have it on the iOS.
You won't be able to. You won't give it the attention that it requires because it's not that type of game anymore. Now, I might be wrong. You might be different, but I feel like nowadays gamers require something that's more visceral, more exciting, and this isn't going to offer that. This is going to offer something that you're going to play while you're sitting down and you have nothing else to do, while you're sitting at the airport and you're waiting to go in, while you're waiting in class for the teacher to come in, while you're in the bathroom. Maybe, hey, you just need to burn off a couple minutes, go for it.
Yeah.
Open up Final Fantasy and play a game. But I would not consider it a game that you would normally see people playing unless you were looking for a classical game. Unless you were intentionally looking for someone, you were looking for the retro feel, and you were looking for the classic feel, then I wouldn't recommend it.
Jack, would you want to give this game a shot?
I would if I had. Again, probably only if I have it. If it's only on my iPod or phone, I probably would give it a chance. Maybe on my computer, I probably would give it a chance too.
Well, I believe it's $15. I think on the iOS store, so you can download it if you so choose. And so I don't want him to die, so I'm going to be curing him the whole fight. Actually,
Well,
left, right, left.
Definitely worth the $15. So definitely, the content in the game is amazing. The story, the gameplay's fun. The the amount that you can do, the side quests are always awesome. There's so many weapons and so many things to do. The amount of time that you're gonna put into this game, if you really get interested in it.
Oh man, how many
it's gonna
hours?
Be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing compared to Skyrim nowadays. You're not gonna hit 300 hours on this thing. Max maybe 50, maybe 100 hours max. But because of that, it's an awesome game, especially for $15.
What if they didn't do any research? What if they try to play this game just by themselves? How long would it take them?
I would say,
if like I say, because I had to look it up online right now. I didn't even remember the Blitz code.
if you try to do it without any help, it's probably gonna take a while to beat the game. And it's gonna take you on a spin because there's a lot of things that are in this game that you don't see anymore. Like obviously using D-pad codes, up and down, left, right, A, B, A stuff. It's not what you see anymore in games.
It's very true, very true. I haven't done that in a long time.
You
Just
really
put a
don't
code in
see
to make
side
an attack.
quests.
Yep.
You're not gonna see side quests as much
She has
like
sunglasses.
you do in
She's been blinded.
the open-endedness of this game is a lot less noticeable than in say Skyrim. As soon as you leave that cave in Skyrim, you have the choice to do anything. Here, it's a lot less likely that you're gonna realize it. As soon as you finish quest, you're not gonna realize, oh, okay, I can do whatever I want now. It's a different game and different gameplay rules. The way that they approach things are a lot different. Remember, Danny, last time you said you were trying to figure out one place to go, and you couldn't figure it out. Where the next part of the quest goes, and it says go talk to this one person.
Oh yeah.
You were completely lost. It's a different game.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
You see?
How the?
The rules of the game are different, and it's gonna be different.
Oh man. Well, I think we're gonna end it here on that because we're gonna be here for like another 20 minutes and stuff, and it's just gonna take forever. But guys, we've been playing RPGs for a long time. I'm very passionate about the series because again, it's the series that got me into literature and got me into reading and writing and falling in love with books. And one thing I can definitely say about this game is this is a game that has a great storyline. It's got great music. Some would say the best music out of the entire Final Fantasy series. I would disagree with them. I thought Final Fantasy X actually had one of the best soundtracks, if not the best soundtrack ever from a Final Fantasy series. But definitely, this is a different style of game. It's a slower game. It's not something that you're going to be able to just pick up and just instantly get into it and just have fun and destroy. This is a book.
Yeah.
And this is a book that it's gonna take you a lot of time, but investing that time into it, investing the time into going through these characters, their world and stuff like that, it leaves you all these memories to talk about with your brothers, with your friends and stuff. And I don't regret any of the time that I've spent in the Final Fantasy series. Maybe in some of the other games. But definitely not this one. So for me, it definitely gets an okay for me, a pass. Definitely give this game a shot. We hope you guys enjoy this episode. We might be doing more of these, just some quick one-shots on some basic games, some old school games and stuff, and just opinions on them. I don't think we're going to be playing this game through. I don't want to. I really don't want to. Actually, it would take forever.
No, and that'll be the essence of a give it a shot gaming, I think.
Just, whether or not you should give these titles a shot. And again, we are discovering what we're doing, and I like this premise. Going into smaller games, not even a smaller game, but just going into random games and saying, whether you want to give it a shot or not.
Yeah.
So this is a one shot. This is it. It's complete. You're done. This is all you have to watch. We hope you guys enjoy this. Definitely give it a shot. This is Final Fantasy VI from the Super Nintendo. You can get it on PlayStation right now, on the Sony consoles. You can download it, I think, on the Wii or the Wii Station. Well, actually, no. They canceled all of the... They canceled all the internet services for the Wii, so now you're not going to get it on Nintendo anytime soon. You can download it on iOS device right now.
Pirate it on ROMs.
You can pirate it. That's true. You can do that, but I don't recommend it.
I think the licenses on these things are so long gone, but I don't know. Don't take me out.
Well, if they were, they wouldn't be charging $15 on iOS.
I'm not a lawyer.
Yeah, but definitely, guys, give it a shot. We hope you enjoyed this episode. My name is Daniel Gonzalez. This is my brother.
Oscar.
This is my brother.
Jack.
And my brother.
Mark.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Good night. I want to beat this guy.